So, oh, wait, what? Pressing start now. You know, the thing is, whenever I do this running around thing, when I press the start button, it doesn't stop me automatically, but I just kind of stop doing it.
When I see both of our characters moving like that, it makes us look like crazy. You know what I mean? Do you see what I mean?
I just noticed. I'm going to read the mail. So, oh yeah, in the last episode, Bobby died.
Yeah, Fabio or something.
Well, whatever. It has there are O's in the name. Close enough.
Yeah.
Let's see. First class Bobbio Ravioli of the Blood Special Unit. Recognition of his meritorious service above. Promote the above 2 ranks of a final rank of corporal. Who cares? Thanks to Bobbio's bold sacrifice, satellite bases far say blah blah that. What sacrifices? They died trying to get an old couple back to the base.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's not. Counter Girl's not giving us any work.
Hmm.
No one wants to talk about anything. Let's go to the garden. There's his grave. I swear this garden area was put in just to put his gravestone.
Who knows?
That's what it seems like. That's the only reason why it was put in the game, to be a place for a gravestone to be. Oh, so his blood power makes it so every origami in a 10-kilometer radius backs off. Okay, that's great. That makes him ineligible as a meat shield.
Uh,
I'm just trying to find out what to do next. Our characters are having a party in our room celebrating the death of Bobbio.
uh,
Fenrir. So we've talked to everyone. Can we finally do a mission yet? It won't give me a mission.
wow.
Oh, wait. There's one room I haven't gone into yet. In the upper level, that room. I've not gone there yet. He's throwing mud in my face. Shouldn't trust him. I'm trying to find out what to do because nothing seems like it's a trigger to start the next.
That's strange. Maybe you have to go back to the other base? I don't know. Can we go back?
Sure. Well, Julius says that he's going to go back, but Julius said, "Can you talk to everyone else in my stead?" So you have to talk to all of the members of Blood now. So you have to talk to this guy. I forget his name because we never bring him on missions. Gil. This guy.
Where is he?
Right here. You have to talk to that guy. And then when you're done with that, go to the garden.
Uh-huh.
Then you have to talk to Nana and CL.
I did talk to them though, but
Well, you have to talk to them again because you talked to Julius, and Julius said to tell everyone where he was going because he can't just send out an email. So, did you talk to both of them?
I did.
I'm just... So, after that, we have to... Yeah, that's all of them. That should be all of them. We should be able to go now. Can we stop worrying over Bobbio? Because... Okay, great, new mission. Because it's not like he was useful or anything. For some reason today I feel brain dead.
That happens.
Revive and...
Let's see, I'm just checking the animations right now. Oh.
I still actually, forgot pills. I almost forgot pills because the last mission... I still remember what Kevin said, how in the Japanese version there are more emotes, and that bothers me.
Yeah, that's so strange, right? Why would you remove them? That makes no sense at all.
Actually, one thing I would like is I would love a plethora of emotes, but then you just assign them to certain buttons.
Yeah.
Just because I know there would be some emotes I would use a lot more than others.
Thanks for some... I guess, my brain is also kind of dead today. So strange. Hey, that should be a compilation.
I would die if I did that.
You make a song out of it, you know.
Oh wait, we already talked about this, I remember.
Yeah, we did. I know, but I just think it's funny to think about. You do a remix.
These. It's gone from we've been doing these so much to that it's gone from we've done these so infrequently that we've been talking about the same things because we forgot that we talked about them.
Yeah.
We've been doing these so much that we're running out of things to talk about. So now we're just talking about the same things over and over.
Exactly. So it's a repeat.
I mean, I guess that's kind of the downside of I guess hanging out too often. You start running out of topics to talk about.
That is true. You know what I want to do though? I know it's stupid, but I have a auto-tune program, and for some reason I just want to throw like our voices into it and make a song out of it just for shits and giggles, because I don't know, I think it's funny.
That reminds me, I saw this stupid video, this was on Jim's Burgerland stream, but it was one of these dumb burgers conspiracy theorists debating with someone, I think on the BBC about firearm control. Mm-hmm. And someone made a song about it, and it was the dumbest thing because, again, the guy was a conspiracy theorist, so of course he was crazy.
Okay.
But yeah, I just found it funny, and it was kind of auto-tuned. Like, 1776 will rise again. Like that. He actually spoke with this kind of accent. Have you ever seen this one? What do you call it? I'm trying to remember the phrase. Have you ever heard of this one crazy guy who said this crazy stuff like, "I don't like how they're how they're putting chemicals in the water that are turning the friggin' frogs gay. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
Okay, so that was the guy on the in that debate in the British Broadcasting Channel, broadcast. But he was saying all of this crazy stuff. It wasn't even it was not even a debate because the guy was just saying all of this crazy stuff. It was actually really funny. I kind of want to show you the video now, just because of how.
That sounds funny. That kind of reminds me of one thing that happened. There is a French DJ, whatever, that did a song based on a. He took the audio from a court in Belgium of a guy that stole stuff or whatever. He was like a delinquent. That was there is a show in Belgium called I forget what it's called actually, but something like Behind the Bars or whatever, and it shows like courts and how the criminals get judged and blah 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 what happened, and it shows the full deal, like the full thing, and it was so pathetic. One French guy took the movie as audio for music and auto-tuned everything and made an absolutely hilarious song out of it. Oh man, it's so funny. And even in France now, this particular case is known because of that song, basically. And it's funny what you can do with auto-tune. That's why I said that earlier with auto-tune, because you can take anything and turn it into a song.
I've never understood how auto-tune works, unfortunately.
Basically, here is how it works. It's very simple. You take a sound, and the software is going to move the pitch to the closest note that the audio is hitting. So even when you speak, it's making a sound, right? And each sound has a pitch, So even when we talk, it's close to a note, basically. So what the software does is it raises, like it tunes it basically, like when you tune a guitar or something. So it moves your pitch to the closest correct note. That's all it does, automatically. You can of course change it manually, which is what you need to do if you want to create a melody specifically. But you can also have it on auto mode, so it just creates random notes, based on the original pitch of your voice. So yeah, I don't know if it was helpful or not, my explanation.
That explains better. But when I said that I don't understand how auto-tune works, I meant I do not know how to actually work I do not know any good programs that do it for me.
Well, you can get some free ones on Android that are actually pretty competent, like on phones and stuff. I know that. So.
It kind of reminds me of remember how people would make YouTube groups so characters would sing out songs,
Oh,
and they would
yeah.
have to back in the old days before auto-tuning was more widely, auto-tune software was more widely available, and then you'd get all these like weird songs out of it.
Oh yeah, they would basically just move the pitch manually on software instead of using autotune.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. Yeah. Oh, don't they still do that though?
Yeah, a lot of YouTube poopers still do it, but I'm not sure if any good YouTube poopers do that though. I highly doubt it because it seems. Well, obviously you would get a better effect if you manually do something rather than have a machine automate it for you.
Yeah, it's better when you do.
Yeah. And if you're experienced. Did you just set 2 healing pose?
By accident.
Ah.
I didn't see
I
what
said
it
it again! I
didn't see what it was in the menu, so I clicked on it twice because, well, by accident, as I said. I don't want to use my gun. I'm not American.
Where are you?
Use
Like,
my gun.
fuck you.
Oh, this thing moves a lot. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of those songs, like, you know, the "What Is Love," but made with lines from ReZero.
Ah!
It's so I just love it when people do that. That must take like so much time.
Yeah.
And someone actually took the time to make this. I just think it's amazing.
Yeah. Wait. Gilbert put up a Healy thing here.
Where? Oh, I see
Here.
it. I see it. Ah, move, bitch.
Do it.
Okay.
I'm just spamming the gun now. My gun isn't even doing a lot of damage. I'm just shooting it because... Oh, pieces.
I should ask the. Ah, shit, I'm not close enough. I should ask Kevin to join us, maybe. I don't know. To be honest, I don't think we're down. I mean, I don't think we're not updated as far as gear goes in this game. Because if we were, we would have seen it. So perhaps I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. I don't know why, but for some reason my thumb feels really stiff today. Like I'm not able to mash on the triangle button as quickly as I normally am able to.
Man, this thing moves fast. Like, I'm far from it, and then all of a sudden, in 1 second, it drains my bar, like my health bar, by half. Just I'm using pills like crazy. Oh man.
I'm trying to catch myself every time I say it, and every time I say it, it's gonna go into the compilation.
Oh man. I'm saying this as well, actually.
You wanna know what the problem is? CL isn't with us. If CL was with us, she'd heal us more.
Yeah, we need Ciel. Also, I miss Elisa.
Yes. Actually, there's also, I think some of the side DLC concerns Alyssa and the old characters as well.
Oh, nice. I know that we do get to see them. Fuck, I'm almost dead. But yeah, we do get to see them later on. Not all of them because, well...
Who's that one character with the black hair, with the skirt?
Forgot.
Green.
Yeah. I know that...
We do get to see her, she goes in, she's pregnant.
She is pregnant, doesn't she?
No, when I say she's pregnant, I mean she joins the missions with us and she's pregnant.
Oh yeah. No, she's not. She's not good. You get to see what's his name? Forgot his name.
Lindo?
Yeah, Lindo, but you don't get to see her. So she's a MILF now.
Yes.
She's actually a MILF. That reminds me, I was browsing YouTube the other day, looking at, I don't know, I was bored, I couldn't sleep, so I was watching scenes from anime I've seen in the past. And one of them was From To Love With Darkness, and the title of the video was the most beautiful remaining MILF in the galaxy or something like that. And I just think it's
was it
funny...
Lala's mom?
Yeah, but the title was so funny to read. Like it was something the most beautiful remaining MILF in the galaxy or something like that. I forgot what it was exactly, but something that if you read it out of context, it's kind of funny.
Oh, yeah, because she's part of a race of people who are Basically, they're space succubi.
Yeah, yeah. So the title was really funny. I just found it to be. I just love those kind of things. It's also revealed that the reason why Rito was able to, I guess, resist her charms was just because he has a very strong will, but actually he's very lewd on the inside. So it's not because he's pure or whatever, like the anime said.
Oh, okay. I would have imagined that it's just because he has an extra X chromosome, like so many other harem protagonists.
No, I was just trying to resist really hard. It's basically explained that he's just like any other. He just tries to resist as much as he can or whatever. Something.
I honestly kind of hate that trope.
Yeah.
It's he's special because he's able to resist, except he's not special. It's just that he's able to resist.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's so dumb.
I know. To be fair though, I tried to think about it differently. Like, what if the show, because I did see the entire show, so, but what if the show happened differently and Rito banged them all? Like, would it be the same? You know what I mean? Like, it wouldn't be a edgy anime to begin with. It would be
You know what? You have a point, because there are shows where the character just bangs them all, but usually those shows have incredibly unlikable protagonists.
Yeah, so I tried to think about it this way and realized, well, it is frustrating to see him wuss out all the time, especially when even the girls have to be very forceful, and even when he gets strapped to a bed, he still manages to flee, but whatever.
I think my problem is that I just see it far too often.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's unfortunate. Well, we do have some funny pro tags that actually, you know, are, what do you call it, like in Trinity 7 or something. Also, High School DxD, I think honestly that Issei is pretty honest with himself. He doesn't give a shit. So, it's just that he's been traumatized with, the woman that killed him, so he kind of, I mean, that is understandable. To me, that is actually a good, a good reason to be kind of messed up on the inside. Plus, you don't get to really see his trauma until very late.
Was it, but before this latest season of High School DxD, wasn't the season before that supposed to deal with that trauma?
It was, but it didn't, I think. In fact,
it sort of did, but it didn't.
Did you know that the new season of High School DxD that I haven't watched, so I need to watch it. I want to, but I haven't done it yet. It basically says High School DxD Born is not canon. That's what it says.
The books and I also I remember telling you this, that the books made it so the anime isn't canon.
Yeah, but now it's canon. So High School DxD Hero is canon, but High School DxD Born from episode 9 onward is not. So it is not canon anymore. It's actually official. It shits on it and basically says, nope, doesn't matter anymore. Which is a good thing, because that's where it got wrong.
Actually, no, give me a moment. I'll be back in about 30 seconds. I have to go feed my cat.
Okay.
Okay, back.
Mm-hmm.
So, ow. Rare. Can attack.
Actually, speaking of Tulovru, there is one thing I remembered from the second season, and no one remembers it for some reason. But well, there was one chick that got tired of his bullshit, and like actually tried to force herself on him, and
Ah!
she cornered him by what's her name again? She's actually pretty funny. And
Zenoviel?
no,
Uh,
into Love Ru,
oh,
and
to Loveru.
yeah,
Uh,
I forgot her name. She's like
was it
that
one of the
very.
main girls?
She's one of the pervy ones that you see since season one. So she's one of them.
Was she the one with, like, Ron or something?
I forgot, but I remember how she got tired of his bullshit. So she cornered him by manipulating him, then threw him in her bed and said, "Yeah, let's smash." Like literally, like she was like, "Yeah, let's go." And then even when a girl was doing this much, he still wuss out and like started screaming uncontrollably and left. And that was so insulting to the girl because she was like doing her best and she just like, whatever, I'm gone.
You know, you say screaming uncontrollably, and all I can think is of that screaming externally GIF,
Oh
where
yeah.
that one girl from Oni I starts
Oh
autistically
yeah.
screaming once that Russian girl, half Russian girl, confesses to
Confessed.
that one guy.
Yeah. But here it was
So,
more he was you know how, what do you call it? He couldn't speak, like he was just you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like he usually does in the show, but he started becoming really, really uncontrollably um scared or whatever. And then the next day she was like, well, whatever, I guess let's do like no, as if nothing happened. But yeah, that moment was pretty infuriating, though, I think,
I'd imagine.
to watch. I mean, it was kind of because, okay, I mean, even the goddamn tsundere, like, what's her name? Kotegawa Yui. Like, she even tried to smash, but he was, again, a pussy. So, yeah. Even her, like, the tsundere. Which is why I'm angry, kind of, at the show, because even the end of the manga doesn't fix anything at all.
Yeah.
You know,
By the way,
you
we have
know
to
about
talk
that.
to. Yeah, we have to talk to Gilbert over here.
Huh. I'm talking to Seattle, but
So, I think I would be a little less angry if at Tulavru if it just went the if there was an epilogue chapter where he just ends up with everyone, I'd be fine with that.
yeah,
At least it's on a and then our adventures continued on for forever and ever.
yeah. Basically nothing. Yeah,
At least it's better than an ending where you don't find out anything like how they all end up together is better than an ending that's not an ending.
yeah. The only thing that they used as a end, which is not good enough, but is Momo like actually outright confessing her love to Rito, like for real. And again, Rito is just like doesn't know how to react and is awkwardly whatever. So nothing changes at all. He still likes the most boring girl of them all. And yeah.
Just give me a moment. I'm just doing something with my
I need some pills anyway.
things.
Wow, I used a lot of pills on this one. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just equipped a better gun.
Oh. Have we exchanged cards yet? Cards yet?
I know.
I don't even know if it's useful, but whatever. How do you
It's
do that?
it's only if we want to use each of our characters offline mode.
Oh.
Well, honestly, I think it would be fun. They do this weird thing where they put the bracelets together or something. I think it would have been funnier if it was some sort of secret handshake like you see in the in anime where they do this elaborate thing. I do not know any anime with a super secret handshake. I've only let me look that up. Anime secret handshake. You know those elaborate handshake things that you sometimes see in old cartoons, and they do this weird, elaborate, almost like a dance or something.
It doesn't really.
I'll send you a link as to handshake. You can watch this later, but this is what I mean. I'm going to put this in my version of the episode. But yeah, so there's a link. Yeah, feel free to take a look at that later.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just loading my gun full of. I forgot to bring traps.
Maybe I'm just tired, but I just laughed for no reason. Like when you said traps, I was thinking of some kind of trap. You know, some other kind of
gay.
trap. I forgot to bring traps. Like what?
Yeah, remember the old, have you ever heard of the old meme gay test?
No.
So there's this old meme called the gay test, where basically you would put in an example of the gay test would be you put an image where there's a lot of incredibly attractive, beautiful females, and then you put one male in there, kind of hidden, or maybe on the side somewhere where he's not that noticeable.
Mm-hmm.
And then you put in a caption, this was actually, do you remember demotivationals?
No.
Demotivational posters where it would be this black frame with some text and a picture
Oh
inside.
yeah, basically like kind of the memes of a few years ago.
The image macros from the 2000s. You know, us 30-year-old boomers, am I right? But so anyway, you would have this picture filled with a lot of attractive females, and then you would have a male on the side or kind of hidden somewhere.
Uh-huh.
And you would have text saying, gay test. If you notice the male first, I have some bad news for you. But, it's sort of like that, gay test. Are you attracted to this? Are you attracted to this? And then you show a picture of a trap. If so, I have some bad news for you.
And you do your best to make it look like, you know, it's not a trap, I guess. You just show the face or something, you know, like, do you think this character is cute? And then, oh, I have bad news for you.
It reminds me of that, the gay test.
Oh, shit. Pussy!
Oh, wow, that actually hit.
Where is that thing?
It's, inside this building here.
Ah.
Yeah, I really hate bringing this up again because it's very PC master race of me to say, but I kind of wish that every game that came out on PC came out with mod tools, kind of like how GTA used to do.
Oh.
Because I just thought of this just now. You know how sometimes you have trouble finding where enemies are,
Uh-huh.
just because the colors kind of blend in and whatnot.
Uh-huh.
I just thought of this. Oh, in some FPS games, if you have teammates or something, the game will highlight where your teammates are even behind walls.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, that sure would be useful for Max probably. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what it's like to see with your eyes.
Yeah.
But it'd probably be at least slightly more useful than what we have now. I'm thinking, there's no way that would happen unless someone would mod the game. And then that just made me think, I sure wish that there were mod tools for this game.
Oh yeah.
Ha! You managed to barely. An attack just barely missed you, and then it just hit me immediately.
What I love is when I get extremely lucky for no reason, like it looks like I'm extremely skilled, but in fact it's just that I got really lucky. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's. Come on. Okay, I healed you.
Thanks. I heard some cars honking, so I'm wondering if Belgium won against Brazil or not. I guess we'll find out soon.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I just want them to win just so we can win against France. That would be
Oh wow,
fun.
this thing's dead. That was fast.
Oh,
Did you eat it?
I hear people.
Get the shiny here.
Yeah, I think Belgium won. Shiny, where?
Yeah, I'm jumping.
Can't see you. Oh, here. If I can
Shiny.
make it inside. I don't see any shiny, so I think. I know. Yeah, I see a shiny. Never mind. Yeah, I think Belgium won because I hear people screaming and cars passing by honking and.
It actually turns out that Belgium lost, and they're just rioting on the streets like a bunch of crazy people. Actually, no joke. You want to know what I really hate about Burgerland?
Uh-huh.
If a sports team wins or loses, there will always be rioting.
Wow.
I mean, I'm kind of exaggerating it a little. It only happens during something like finals or semifinals or those sorts of things. I'm trying my best not to say that word anymore. But people will get so excited if their team wins or loses that they will riot. And I hate that.
Yeah, that's really lame. Also, I still find it funny that Burgerland could not even qualify.
I'm just assuming they could not qualify, seeing as how they're not anywhere on the not anywhere in the tournament brackets.
Yeah, because they do participate, I think, in the World Cup. They should. At least.
I remember them feces talking Japan a few years ago.
Yeah. That's a common trope with, not trope, a common stigma with Americans.
Burgers are the saltiest country on the planet.
Also, they think they're better
along-
than. Often people tend to think here that Americans think that they are better than anybody else. You know, like, and everything belongs to them or whatever. That's kind of, you know, I'm not saying it's true, but that's what people tend to think in Europe or elsewhere in the world, to be honest, as far as I heard. While in reality, America belongs to China, if you think about it.
Yeah, oh yes, they do belong to China. They're in debt to China.
Go tell that to Jim. Yeah. I'm sorry about the noise. If anybody's watching my Let's Play, which I highly doubt anybody's watching, I apologize for the noise. Because World Cup. Oh shit. No! Well, if they won, then I'm glad because that means we get to play the semifinals. So we're actually having a chance of winning the World Cup. Maybe. I don't care. I don't give a shit. All I want is to just go as far as possible to just have fun mocking Kevin. Playful mocking, though, not kind of. You know, like we like to tease each other, that kind of stuff. Where did you go? Oh,
I have no idea. This thing's moving around so much. I'm actually getting a little dizzy.
yeah, I cannot follow that thing. It's just too quick. It's too fast.
It's more like you're too slow.
Yeah. If this was initial D, it would be hi, together. I just love those over-the-top reactions.
Hayas.
Hayasuguru.
Wait, wait, you're too fast?
Yeah, they do say that. Or you have simply hi, or you always get those people on the side of the road like saying stuff like that, like "Oh, Shinji, not in high speed, da!" Something like.
I can't believe that. I can't believe the speed.
Yeah. It's just so over the top. I love Initial D because the main reason why I love it is the cheesiness, the music, the cheesy music, and just the over the top romanticism around cars and reactions of the characters. It's just it has a charm to it I cannot really explain. That's why people love it generally.
For some reason now I'm thinking of multi-track drifting.
Yeah, that is a meme, pretty well-known meme.
Initial D is popular enough on my anime list that I need to condition myself to say my anime list. But it's such a meme even on my anime list that even I know the multi-track drifting meme.
Yeah. Also, like the 20-minute long explanation of an engineer on the side of the track, let's saying, like you get to see a scene that in real life would take, I don't know, 3 seconds, like actual 3 seconds, but in the anime it lasts like for 20 minutes, and you get to hear lots of explanations, and there's a lot of honking in the streets. Can you hear it?
I actually can't.
Oh.
Oh, I heard that one.
Yeah, everybody's happy, so I'm guessing we won. Again, I don't care about football, I just, And I'm actually meaning football, not soccer. Soccer does not exist aside from in America because they call hand-heg football instead. I don't know why.
The foot is used in one part in hand egg.
To move.
Shine here. It's for the kickoff or whatever it's called.
Yeah. Got the shiny. Woohoo!
Actually, that's one thing I kind of hate about Burgerland. Burgerland has to be special.
Yeah.
Ow.
For everything.
It can't use the metric system. The metric system is too precise and it's too precise and logical.
Yeah. But then you hear people saying that the imperial system is better for some reason. I don't know. I heard an engineer saying that once, and I think it's the most hilarious thing. Even I saw an American, like he's a luthier, so he makes guitars, and even he was saying, yeah, the metric is the way of the future for us because the imperial system is basically too archaic. Doesn't make that much sense comparison, and it's true, but whatever. I'm sorry about the noise again. I hope it doesn't. It's not too loud in my mic.
Let's see. News, database, mail.
Need to buy some pills. Get out the way, bitch. I'm trying to buy pills. Okay. Could you imagine if Belgium won the World Cup? I don't think it's gonna happen, but still, I think it would be funny because we never won the World Cup ever in the history of mankind. And now everybody's gonna get drunk and it's gonna be annoying.
Yeah.
For me, I mean.
I just realized I haven't eaten today.
Wow.
Oh, we have to talk to Rika.
Where is she?
I'm trying to look for her.
Okay, so you don't know yet.
Oh, she's in the garden.
Oh.
She's in front of Fabio's grave.
I'm just imagining our characters in a, I don't know, got into a movie like, oh, Fabio was such a great man. You mean Romeo? Oh, whatever. And then the next time, oh yeah, Dino, he was so great. And every time,
Dino.
Yeah, I know someone called me Dino, which is why an Italian guy. So that's why I'm using Dino because I know it's an actual name. And you know, every time we say a different name, like you said last time, but and you see people getting irritated around us, and and we don't give a shit. Fabio saved us. No, it's Ramiro, whatever.
What's that? I'm just thinking that everyone's mourning. Everyone's mourning. It's so bad. I actually am starting to forget his name. Everyone's mourning Romeo's death, and all the while we're in our room partying. What's that one song? Celebrate good times, come on, or something?
Oh yeah, celebrate good times, come on. With like with lights and like really loud music, with the whole thing, dancing,
Yeah.
like both dancing. Did I talk to everybody? I don't know. I don't know if I did, but. So, what should we do now?
I already accepted a mission.
Okay, nice. So what does Ciel have to say? Okay, one last one, I guess, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if we can get up to, what do you call it?
Cutscene?
A cutscene, but I'm honestly kind of tired.
Same, which is why I'm saying maybe just, I don't know, one last one. Hopefully we get a cutscene, that would be very ideal, but we'll see.
Why am I not hearing anything? Oh, that's why I'm not hearing anything out of my left earphone, because it's not even in my ear.
I just love how this game is not even trying to hide panties. Like, you know, you have some JRPGs where they do everything to hide them, kind of like in The Legend of Heroes.
Yeah.
You know, like where everything is far out so that you cannot see them unless you really try hard. And once you do, especially in Sentry, like, you'd be surprised the amount of detail they put into them. But
did you get the shiny?
I don't see any shinies. Oh, here.
It should be around here somewhere.
Yeah, I just saw it. But yeah, I don't see what's wrong, to be honest. Like, if you don't try to look at it, you know, whatever, and if you try, it's there. Whatever, who cares, you know? That shouldn't be. They shouldn't try to hide it, in my opinion.
Next God Eater just better let us be naked from the start.
Naked.
Yeah, it's just no, not naked, but in underwear.
Oh, okay, yeah, in underwear. And we will be like exhibitionists, whatever it's called.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna try going for the most chuny of clothing.
Oh. I just hope there is enough variety of clothes so that I can choose something I actually like. Because so far I've never found anything I dig. Even in Resurrection, I never found anything that truly, I don't know, truly appeals to me. I would be the exhibitionist, like running around in panties while you. I wish we could have a breast slider and butt slider, but
They're going to have that in what's the word? Code Vein. So I would not be surprised if they had it in God Eater 3. They need to have it in God Eater 3. Come on. I want to make a male female.
And I'll do the opposite. It's not really my thing, but I think it would be hilarious to put the biggest boobs possible, just for shits and giggles.
And I just... If I'm not making my OC, I always make the character flat-chested and an adult, just because that's my thing. It really does make me angry that there are barely any artists that draw flat-chested females that are adult-like.
Okay, what the fuck? I don't see anything in this dungeon. It's really bad.
Yeah, the grasses.
Yeah, too much grass.
I hate how there are very few artists that can draw flat. Same here. Flat-chested females that look like adults.
Yeah.
It's always lollies.
Yeah, it's annoying.
I hate that so much.
I probably saw a few characters like that, like adults but flat, but it's not common. It's honestly not common.
That's my thing. And some people would say that's gay, but shut up. It's the
Flat is justice.
thinking man's.
Flat
It's
is
the
justice.
thinking man's fetish. Flat-chested adult characters that are not lollies. It means you appreciate them for their personality more than for their sexual traits.
I mean, some people just enjoy it. I don't know. Different fetishes, I guess.
Oh man, I heard that.
Yeah, sorry again. I cannot do anything about this. It's the World Cup. That's unfortunately the way it is. People are really easily happy when you think about it. Like, just in a year, a event like that is enough to make them, I don't know, super happy and want to party or whatever. Like, I don't know.
Humans are like that. Humans are easily amused. I'm not going to fault people for being people.
When you think about it, in this history of mankind, it's always been this way. Even in the times of when they used to watch duels to the death or whatever, or it used to be, you know, different, but it's always
I still wish we had duels to the death. I wish that I could just challenge people to a duel.
to the death.
back in ye old days, where you could just go, you're a faggot, duel me, motherfucker, and then we just both get a gun, we face opposite sides, take 10 steps each, and then we try to quick draw each other.
So you do it old Western style?
Well, it's not really Western. It's very classic pre-colonial British style.
Oh, that too. Okay. I thought you were.
It used to be done with. Duels actually used to be done through 3 revolver guns with rifles or blunderbusses. Why did I do that?
I'm thinking, I know it has nothing to do with that, but I'm thinking back to the video you sent me of Kiryu using a waiter as a shield, like a meat shield.
Right.
And Kiryu's never killed anyone.
And then there's this one person in the comments who said, it's just a bunch of polygons. So in other words, Kiryu has never killed anyone.
Or it's rubber bullets. Everybody.
Rubber bullets, and those are that's not blood. It's tomato packs.
Actually, it's funny because yeah, it's not the only scene where Kiryu actually kills people, like canonically speaking. You also have the one like the car chase where he shoots
guns people down.
Yeah, he shoots people down and the cars explode. So I would very highly doubt that those people survive. Really. Honestly, I mean, sure, you get characters that get shot and come back afterwards. It happens a few times, so what do I know? That is a trope I hate, and it's in everything I seem to come across these days, even Yakuza. Like, oh, you think this character is dead, and then it comes back, and you don't even know why it's still alive. Kind of trope. Like in Kiseki, where, oh, he's or she's dead, and then you get to see it again. And why is it still here? And then, oh, it's still alive because blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, why is Osborn alive?
Yeah, we get to know why, actually, but I won't tell you.
I'm going to assume it's some of the most insane bull feces.
It's bullshit. It made me angry. Like, I'm not lying. When I learn about it, what happened and why he didn't die, and I don't even know how he lives because of that reason. Like, it makes no sense, but whatever, that's what I'm gonna say. But fucking hell, when I heard that story coming from Osborn's mouth himself, I was like, fucking hell, I was legit angry about that. This is stupid. Like, Falcom is doing some really stupid shit about, I don't know, they're going too far in my opinion with the mystique, whatever you want to call it, the whole supernatural, whatever it's called, but fuck this shit.
I know the amount of mysticism and myths and whatnot in Sen. It's insane to an almost unbelievable degree.
And Sentry goes even beyond that, so just brace yourself. We talked about it with Kevin as well, and that is a big problem we have with the arc. Like, we still love it, but it goes way too far with this. It's really a problem. What are we gonna do next in Calvard? Like, are they going to whatever? How can you one-up that? Seriously. It feels like Falcom always... It's like, oh, damn, we need to one-up ourselves because it's gonna be weird if we do something not as impressive.
I was already suspending my disbelief with the giant robots.
Yeah.
But
also, it's kind of transforming into a huge shonen anime. You know, that's what it's becoming.
And not in a good way.
Yeah.
The original was fairly grounded for fantasy.
Yeah.
You know, it was very stock fantasy, dragons and demons and whatnot. But I could buy into the world.
Yeah, but
I
after
can't buy into the world anymore.
Yeah, I know. I mean, the whole, city and a floating city and all that stuff. Okay, whatever. Like, it's pretty fascinating.
Whatever. That's ancient technology.
Yeah,
whatever.
It's pretty fascinating and it's interesting. But when you go so far as to And it's not...
Actually, another reason why I could buy the whole ancient city thing is because it was established very early on that the current technology was built around reverse engineering the old technology from the ancient civilization.
Yeah. But also the biggest problem is it's not even the kind of thing they invent to make it what it is, but also the amount of things that get thrown at your face. You know what I mean? The amount of mystique they throw all over the place, and for so many characters that at some point it becomes just ridiculous, in my opinion. That just that's too much. It honestly is. Because I
think. Go ahead.
I was just about to say, I like, mystique stuff sometimes, and out of this world, whatever. I do enjoy it, but when you go so far, I don't know. Having some magic, having some whatever, it's fine, but at least have some balance,
Actually, I think this is one of my problems with Kiseki as it is right now. It's going down this it's already gone down the sci-fi giant robot route where anyone can have a giant robot now. And I remember that in Sen 1 they established, oh wow, this is the future of military, tanks. Soldiers will barely have a place on the battlefield because tanks will just destroy everything, and so will giant robots.
Mm-hmm.
So, just turn into a giant robot game at this point.
Yeah, that's what
It's ridiculous.
Also, it's like everybody has a knight now. It's kind of ridiculous as well, honestly.
The thing is, when at least from my very limited perspective,
Mm-hmm.
at least when it comes to Zero and Owl, the giant robots, there are only what, 3?
Mm-hmm.
There were only 3 giant robots. So it made sense that it sort of made sense how what's the word I'm looking for? It made sense that you would have actual people going up against them.
Yeah,
humans, squishy bodies.
yeah.
But now it seems, well, everyone has one. Why isn't everyone just fighting with them out on the battlefield? Why can't everyone just have a panzer unit and just fight each other like that?
But
What's the point of combat orbments when they should just be going out in giant robots?
I know. And my last problem is too much revelations, too many. Like, it seems like Falcom is always, it throws so much at you that it kind of becomes annoying. That's what I think. But I still love the series. It sounds like I'm just shitting on it, but I just wish it would kind of dial down a little bit instead of up.
For a moment, I thought you were about to say die already.
No, dial up and dial down, whatever. Like, if that's a thing, just because. And then they add, Sen is actually 4 games long, and it could have been 3 easily.
Honestly, from what I can tell, it was probably meant to be 2.
Even 2, yeah. It's just they dragged on things that, like when Century was announced. That's the last thing I'm gonna say. So everybody thought this is going to be a conclusion. We're going to know lots of things. Blah blah blah. You play the game, it feels like nothing happened. For the entire game, you feel like you're wasting time, and then at the end of the game, oh boom, get this thing, and next game, whatever. Anyway,
it's been an hour, so
yeah. I guess let's.
I'm just going to end the recording now.
Same.
戦いファルコムじゃザラドゥの正義のために決めポーズよゴーファイト民主主義